Jeffrey, what's going on, bro? Awesome, glad to hear that. Couple more weeks, man. Football, bro. What, about a week and a half is the last exhibition game, and then 2.5 weeks from now, football. I don't think I've ever watched a hockey game in my life, my friend. Wait a minute, I want to take that back. I did, I think, in the 1984 Olympics. 1984. Wait a minute. No, correction. 1980. 1980 Olympics, I watched hockey. Is that where you're going, man? You're too old for that. What the hell, Jeffrey? I thought you were like 34. I mean, I could be losing my mind. I'm old. But I thought you told me you was 34 years old. I like me new truck, man. He ran away. Jeffrey, you confuse me, my friend. You're a very confusing middle-aged man. Oh, thank God I don't need plowing. Oops, where you going? Where you going? No, I'm going up, but slow. Canola looks like it's moving up. That's good. I don't have a lot of it, though. But it's the next field. Which means if I can sell the canola this time, I can buy another field. But I should pay down some of my debt first. Come on, peeps, chat, man. I'm live streaming because I'm bored to tears. Come on, talk. I'm struggling here. Yeah, it should be just shy of a truckload left over there. Man, I wish I could play some music. Stupid YouTube. I got a feeling we're gonna be having a short stream tonight, man. What the hey? What the hell is that? Huh. I have to check that out, huh? Ah, 64% left. And I'm a little shy of halfway. I think I'm gonna just make it. Oh, the slave! Dun dun dun! Let's see. Huh? Man, I think I'm gonna stop this stream and call my dad just to chat with someone. Give it a couple more minutes. Alshad, what's going on, man? Yeah, I have questions too, man. I'm bored to tears, bro. DC! Hi, man. What's going on, gentlemen? Aw, you just saying hi and leaving? Boo. All bad. But my good friends call me the. Tamil Nadu. Love from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu. I have never heard of that. I have honestly never. I thought I knew just about every country in the world, man, and now I feel like a big giant ignoramus. Typical American, right? Think we know it all. I'm in the United States. Love you back, bro. Now the question is, why did it not? India! India's an awesome place, man. Now it says 100%, so for some reason that section does not. Oh, I know why. I don't know what I'm thinking. I do know why. I just added that section in last time. See how it's down lower than the other fields? So you're from India, man. You must think our president's a real dipshit. Well, he is, but believe me, it's not. We kind of become a banana republic in the United States recently, man. I'm not even so sure this guy really won. So. Wah, 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 wah. Hooking us up with some barley. Actually, I'm hooking us up with some wheat. I'm planting some barley. All alone again. Just can't wait to be all alone again. I used to really have some friends to come visit once in a while and once again. But lately I've been all alone again. Oh. May as well follow this part of the way back up. I should be able to just do all of this now. Damn, it doesn't completely cover it? How good is it? Do 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 do. Yeah, we cleared 100,000 liters. Look at that. Damn, man, is anybody gonna come in and chat? What the hey? Smashola. Wow, am I just about broke? No. Don't have enough to buy another piece of land though either. And I have a whole lot of debt. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, ho, 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 ho. It's still messing with me. This friggin' game. Some of this crap is unbelievable. Why can it not just fold the header like it's supposed to? Don't worry, all bad. There's a new one coming. And hopefully they fixed all these stupid little things. Okay. There you go. That's simple enough. Oh, watch it not fully close. Perfect. Alright. Wah, wah, wah. Just when it's looking bad. Wow, talk about just making it. 26 liters of barley left. That is cutting it close. Alright, next time I want canola. What's going on, Jane? Hi. Alexander. The way they got your name up there, it looks like it's Jane. It's Janecki, isn't it? Alexander Janecki. Well, I'm probably slaughtering that, but I'm doing the best I can, man. I'm a dumb American. Bum, bum, bum. One more field down. Yeah, I'm going to set this on 30 times while I smoke part of a cigarette if anybody feels like chatting. Now would be a good time. 30 times until I'm done smoking. Ugh! Yow! Oh, I sat in one place too long. My whole damn body's gone numb. Oh, help me out, I'm struggling here. There's a company on YouTube, a gentleman called SC Reviews, and that's one of his key slogans. He says, "I'm struggling here." Guy is hilarious. I just roll laughing. If you haven't saw SC Reviews yet, you should check it out, man. The guy's Australian. He is funny. What do you think? Think the dark's gonna come or this field's gonna harvest? Which is gonna happen first? I'm betting it's gonna be really close and I'm gonna be harvesting this thing part of the nighttime. That's what I think. Let's check out our prices. Let's see what we can get right now. Bum, ba, ba, ba. Not enough. So Batman and Robin are talking. Batman says to Robin, "Robin, all these years I wondered, what's your real name?" And Robin says, "My name is Dick. It's short for Richard." Batman says, "Huh. I wonder how they get Dick from Richard." And Robin says, "You just ask nicely." Jeffrey! 007 James Bond full movie. Which one? There's about half a dozen of them at least. Are you going back to the early days with Sean Connery? Or then Roger Moore? Or then after that, who cares? Actually, who cares about Roger Moore? Sean Connery was good though. You like Sean Connery? Seemed like a nice enough chap. Why are you drinking that water when I got your good water right here? What's the matter with you? Weird animals, man. Yeesh. Alright, let's speed up the time here. Get this crop moving. Oh! What a nice day it was today, Jeffrey. Just a beautiful day out there today. If the yard man had come and cut my grass, I probably would have done a little stream on my yard again, but the yard man did not come and cut the grass today. So Jeff, what kind of music do you like, man? Yep, it's actually Thursday here now, but it's in the middle of the night. What kind of music do you like, Jeff? Looks like all these little canola are talking to me. You like Elvis, really? Wow, I have not heard anybody say Elvis in, man, probably over 10 years. He's a talented man. Just really long time ago. My grandma was into Elvis, and I'm 55. I think Elvis died when I was like 12. Matter of fact, I saw well, not, you know, like in person, but on TV, I saw Elvis's last concert. Good night, Jeff. God bless, man. I appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Ah, look at my pimpin' truck. Looks like a drug dealer's truck. Sorry, I have a bad sense of humor. I remember the name, but I also remember you had another name before that, didn't you? Give me something better than calling you H1, bro. Oh my gosh! Z-Burst, are you serious? Holy crap, I have not seen you in a year. How you been, buddy? I do remember Z-Burst. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? Of course I remember. I'm never gonna remember you as H1, bro. I'm sorry, man. It's just gonna take me a while to remember that, you know, when people change their names, they kind of lose their brand. You know, and it's really hard for me, you know, to remember all the people when they change their names, because these kids, man, they change their names weekly. They haven't come across the idea that their name is their brand. Man, I've been great. Wife still letting me game. Everything is good, man. I mean, everything is good. How's things been for you? Don't remember you. Silly. Of course I remember you. What the hell? Alright, I got a joke for you. You ready? Robin and Batman are talking. Batman says to Robin, he says, "Hey, Robin, you know, after all these years, what is your real name?" And Robin says, my name is Dick, but, you know, it's short for Richard. And Batman says, well, I always wondered, how do you get Dick from Richard? And Robin says, you just ask nicely. Come on, I lost a viewer for that joke. Give me a break, man. It wasn't that bad. Give me a break, man. Man. Some guy took off after that joke. Are you serious? I thought that was funny. You want to hear a sentence you're never going to hear again in your life? I know a sentence you've never heard and will never ever hear again. They won't get that, and even if they do, it's just funny. That's G-rated these days. They're playing friggin' GTA, bro. It's so calm, and, you know, see the language they use today, it's incredible. I mean, they make me blush. I'll tell you one thing, man. If my mom walked into the room and I was talking like they talk on these video games, oh my gosh. Even today, I'm 55 years old, man. If my mom heard me talking like that, oh my. I'd be in for a beating, my friend. Even at 55 years old, I'd be in for a beating. My mom would kill me today, even. I wouldn't even get away with it now at 55 years old. I promise you I would not get away with it. I would get a beating like, eesh. Hi, Mrs. Zeburst. Don't remember you. Man, you're coming in all the time. How could I not remember you? Well, I was going to tell you another joke, but now that your wife is watching, I definitely cannot tell you this other joke. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I'm in a silly mood tonight, man. I am so bored straight today. Oh, all day, man. Just like nothing going on. Just nothing. Okay. I'm going to tell you a sentence. I'm going to tell you a sentence you've never heard before in your life and may never ever hear again. Are you ready? Let me know when you're ready for the sentence you've never heard in your life and will never hear again. Stop blowing me or I'm calling the cops. Sorry, Mrs. Z-Burst. Sorry. I'm still an old man with a weird sense of humor. I'm still an old man. I actually stole that from George Carlin, man. That's not my own. But I heard it the other day and I was just rolling on the ground laughing when I heard that because he was right. At 55 years old, I'd never heard that sentence before in my life. I should check my prices, man, see if I can sell some of this stuff pretty soon. So what games are you playing right now, Z-Burst? I am so waiting for a new game. I finally broke down and bought Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution number 6. You still playing FS19, huh? And that game is just... I can play it, it's okay. But that game is like too complicated. It's extremely complicated. Like, I think I could play that game for 10 years and it would still be stuff that I wouldn't know. I think they actually overcomplicated it too much. Never said that before in my life about it. I still play FS17, man. I'm trying to play 19 because 22 is coming out in a few months and it'll just be easier if I get used to playing 19 and adjust to these changes so when 22 comes I'm ready for that. But I still like 17 better. Alright. How many lawyers... I like those zero turn in FS19. I'm still using the same equipment in FS19 that I've been using in 17. How many lawyers does it take to change a light bulb? This is kind of a sad joke, but at least it's a joke. No, 3. 1 to hold the ladder, 1 to shake the ladder, and 1 to start the lawsuit when he falls. Did you see my pimp truck? Farmer, FS Farmer called me no, wait a minute, it wasn't him, it was, Mr. Callahan said this is a drug dealer's truck. Look. Yeah, no kidding, right? Friggin' lawyers. Actually, I shouldn't say anything. One of my best friends in this town is my lawyer. I almost never need him except for my will, but what a good guy he is, man. Not all of them are bad. Well, actually, he's not only the lawyer. He's my lawyer. He's also the judge in this town. Awesome. I should stop with the lawyer jokes then. Your wife will talk to my wife, and my wife will slug me while I'm sleeping or something just to get even. So I go on YouTube the other day, and I watch this video, and at the end of the video I write a nice reply. Took me about 20 minutes to write it, took my time, got all the wording down right, and then it didn't go through. You can't, I'm on single player, man. I've been having troubles with double player because of my server company, my service provider. For some reason, it messes everything up, man. I don't know why, but I will lose my capacity to stream. It will shut me down. I don't know why it's been doing that, but I'm actually afraid to call them because they've been pretty good to me the last few times out, man. I mean, like, really good to me, so I don't want to pester them for a little while, you know? I don't want to seem like that crotchety old guy, you know what I'm saying? So your wife's a lawyer, huh? My wife is, well, she taught school for 54 years, but she got a PhD in music. Brayden! Please make this game free, please. You know, it was free for a month or so back there, about a year ago, Brayden. If you wait, it'll be on sale again. If it's not on sale now. But I don't have anything to do with Giants, Brayden. I don't own them or work for them or know anybody in the corporation, man. And even if I did, why the hell would they listen to me? That wouldn't be wise. Yeah, so my wife's got a PhD in music, and I think she's got a master's in English or something like that. Like your wife, she has more letters in after her name than her name is long. You know, I'm ashamed to say this, but I was the same way, Z. I couldn't stand it. And I feel like an idiot now because I really shouldn't have been that way. But I come from a long line of jockeys in my family. There's a lot of jockeys in my family, and I kind of knew what I was going to do, you know, and I knew that I wasn't going to graduate high school in the public sense, that a lot of my education was going to be done privately and unaccredited. You know, the farm that they sent me to when I was 16 and I quit school, you know, to go to work doing that, the lady that owned the farm was the Dean of Administration for Brown University. You know, so my education continued on in a much more stringent manner than school. But like I said, it was completely unaccredited. Not unaccredited like a good way, like going to Harvard either. Yeah, man, it was. But I got a good education. You know, don't get me wrong. This lady was more stringent on me, and you know, I had full disposal to college professors in Brown University and full access to the libraries and everything else, you know. So, I mean, the education was good, it just wasn't formal. Alright, man, God bless, bro. And thanks for stopping in, man. Don't be such a stranger, bro. Alright, man, God bless, man. Tell your wife God bless, and it's great seeing you, buddy. Uh, 718. 716. I can sell for that. I am not selling my canola though. Well, actually, I could probably use the money. I'm better off selling it. So we'll sell a load of each of them. Damn, 1747 on my soy. I think we're going to sell a load of all of them. Oh, I'm going to get 2 loads of canola. Forgot I was picking that up right now. Hello, you don't want to come to my server? I don't know what you mean. And hello! I have no idea what you're talking about, Every Games, man. Do you mean your channel? Every Games, I don't even... Is that your YouTube channel? Am I subbed to that channel? Was it always called Every Games? Is it a different name? I mean, you have to forgive me, Every Games. I'm 55 years old and not the brightest candle in the forest, so my memory's not the best in the world, man. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either, you know? I guess he just took off rather than answer my question. That's weird. Hope I didn't offend you, man. Probably said, oh, that's it, I'm unsubscribing. Screw him. I was on his channel once before a month ago. He doesn't remember me. Sorry, man. I got about 500 subs, 400 subs. About 500 people have left my channel already, and I just do the best I can to remember everybody, man. That's the best I can do. Ooh, nice hole. Yeah, I need a cup of coffee or something. I need a steering wheel. That's what I need. Wah, 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 wah. Capital gains. That's about 90K, 86K, nice. Mallory, what's going on? How you doing? Doing fine, awesome, man. Glad to hear that. I know what you meant. Stupid spell corrector, I know, man. I go through the same stuff. Are you sure that's what you meant? We don't think so. And then it changes it on you. Perfect, right? So what you doing, Mallory? Just hanging out? Chilling? Do you play Farming Sim? Yeesh. I need to get a steering wheel. Whoa, don't crash into them. Still not really used to this truck. What the heck is going on out there with them dogs? Hold on. Hey! What's going on out here, huh? What the heck? Spiderweb right in... Man, what a crazy night tonight is. Ross! Sadie, what are you guys doing? Huh? What, are you barking at the deer? Why would you play Farming Simulator? Oh, well, you know, it's a game. Something to do. I kind of like it, man. It's okay, you know, I'm not killing anybody or anything like that. I'm just, you know, driving around and cleaning up some fields, man. Kind of relaxing, you know. Gives me time to chat with my friends that come and visit and stuff like that, you know. Just easygoing play. I guess that's why I play it. I better stop this thing. I know what it's going to do. It's going to run into my next field. Isaiah! I'm going to get, and it looks satisfied. Oh, awesome, man. And why American, you country, have lot robbing and murder? I imagine that's in every country, bro. I mean, there's a lot of robbing and murdering in a lot of countries, man. I think that's pretty universal. Do you think that they rob and murder less in where? But you have a lot of news in America robbing. Well, you know, a lot of that's got to do with the fact that there's just a lot of news that comes out of America. You know, unfortunately. We seem to be in the spotlight a lot. You know, but if you get down to it, you know, they rob and murder in Italy and Paris and, you know, which is part of France, obviously. You know, it doesn't matter where you go. England, Zimbabwe, the Congo, Libya, Russia. I mean, even Micronesia. You know, it's a part of life, man. People are greedy and people kill people. And it's sad, but it happens every day in every country in the world, man. Indonesia? Well, considering the population in Indonesia, yeah, I would say yeah. Oops, I meant to say I'm going to get the game soon and the game. Oh, you're going to get this soon? Why, man? They're coming out with FS22 like, I think in November, man. They're coming out with the brand new series. I think it's going to be like, I think you can pre-order it now for like $49 or something like that. I mean, that's how close it is, but for the new game to come. So I mean, you're buying, you know, buying it now. You know why? Because in a couple months from now, it'll probably be, you know, free. You know, for a little while. Usually, when Farming Sim comes out with their new one, like maybe a month or 2 months after they come out with their new one, they put their old one up on for free for a couple days. You play Free Fire, bent for that fun best Free Fire lot country play. I've never heard of, oops, that was nice. I never heard of Free Fire. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Why would you buy this now when, you know, probably somewhere around October or November, it'll probably be free for 30 or 60 days. Alicia, what's going on? I know, right? I know. I got fired instantly. How you doing, Alicia? Free Fire, like gun shooting, best game, lot American play that game. I have never heard of it. I'm sorry, man. I've never heard of Free Fire. And I stopped playing first-person shooters around the PS2 time. I mean, I haven't played a first-person shooter in 15 years. Football! What's going on? Alicia, this is my friend Football. Football, Alicia. About time you two meet each other. I'm good. Just cooked nice fancy dinner. Totally nice. Have you seen Mechanical Simulator 21, dude? Looks pretty sweet. And hey, Alicia, nice to meet you. No, I have not seen Mechanical Simulator, but the whole problem with that is that they don't want me fixing anything, trust me. You know, I'm qualified to change the oil in my car. That's about it, my friend. Maybe change a tire. Thank you, thank you. If I bought Mechanical Simulator and my wife thought I could fix my car, I'd be in a lot of trouble. Well, I would have to go with my country first, right? I mean, the good old United States of America. I mean, wherever you're from, Mallory, I would hope that you go with your country first. I don't care where you're from, even if you're from Cuba or something, man, always your country first. Just like Flight Simulator, probably a no-go for you either. You know, I don't mind flying. I've played a lot of flying games. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Alicia. Alright. So Batman's talking to Robin. Batman says to Robin, he goes, Robin, after all these years, I don't know what your real name is. What is your real name? Robin says, well, my name is Dick. It's short for Richard. And Batman says, how do you, I don't understand, how do people get Dick from Richard? And Robin says, you just ask nicely. You know, a lot of people like that game, man. I'm gonna have to check it out. Because you're like the 5th or 6th person that's told me that. Alright, did you guys not get that joke? Do I need to say it again? I got it, please don't. I thought it was cute, Alicia. I did. But I'm old, and Batman and Robin was a big deal when I was a little kid, so we've been making fun of them all my life. The trophies are buggy after 112 update, but it's really an underrated game. I like the voice act for the guy who played the protagonist. You know, a lot of people liking that game. A lot of people are liking that game. So I'm suspecting that it's probably just a flat out good game, football. Really? 3 times? Damn. Sounds like me in Skyrim. I get bored, I go back and play Skyrim again. I don't know why. Don't ask. Let's see. Repay. Yeah, I'm gonna get below $1 million that I owe. How about that? I feel like I'm almost paid off when I'm below $1 million. Really? I don't remember the last game I had that relationship with, but there's been a couple of them. All bad. The what old flag in world name? The what old flag in world name? I don't quite understand the question, Mallory. Can you phrase that in a different way? Because my brain is old, man. I plan on going for the platinum in Farming Sim 22 when it comes out. You know, I'm probably going to try to get the platinum in this and on this map before it comes out. Because I got the platinum in 17. I want to get it in 19. Either I'm bad or my team is bad. I always blame my team, but I am the common. Oh, Mallory, don't feel pregnant. I've been down that road. I was just thinking about that sentence again, Alicia. That is just too much. I'll tell you the biggest secret. I played semi-pro billiards. And that's a game where it comes down to a mostly mental. You know, once you get to a certain level, it's all about whether or not your mother held you enough or not, you know what I mean? As a baby, I mean, really, it's such a heavy-duty mental game, you know, because it's just you and the ball, you know what I mean? That's all that it boils down to. I learned in that something that might help you with your game there. It's not about practice. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So when you're practicing, always practice like it's the real thing, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. And the biggest thing that I found that helped me with something like that is just before I go to sleep, I think about it. I think about playing, and I'll run like billiard shots in my head. And how you would apply that to the game is like whatever you're doing in the game that's important, especially what you feel weak at, picture in your mind successfully doing it before you fall asleep. And your mind will work on that while you're sleeping, believe it or not. I don't think he's English. I don't think he speaks English as a first language. You have a girlfriend been for? I'm married, bro. I've been married probably longer than you've been alive, my friend. I've been married 27 years. One wife, one life. Oh. Well, it's not practicing the being bad. Like, if I would go to the billiard table and practice for 4 hours, but just practice leisurely, it wouldn't really do me a whole lot of good. I have to be more serious when I'm practicing than even when I'm playing. Really? You all are so much smarter than I am, man. I know like one language and I'm not even good at that one. I know, right? I know. Oh. this seed thing here, man. What a bumper ride this thing is. It's supposed to give me seed and fertilizer, but you know, that ain't happening. Next, I believe, is soybeans. Soybeans. I like the background sound effects in this game with the birds and stuff. Yes, I do. And actually, you're the one that gave me that idea. You tried it, really? That's an idea that I wish that I had come up with a long time ago, man. All bad though. Play Free Fire. It's fun on Earth. People play that game, Free Fire. There have a lot of updates. I don't play first-person shooters anymore, Mallory. You stole the biggest ship in the game and got in jail, huh? Oh, that sounds rough. Let's see. Everything looks like it's in pretty good shape. What the heck is down? Oh yeah, my subsoiler. I don't need to worry about that. Everything else looks good. I don't think there's anything else I can sell. Not really. Alright. That's all in good shape. Alright, let's put this on. We'll put it on 15 times and I'll chat with you guys for a little while. I'm going to quick save just in case something goes awry. What Indonesia's same flag, other country you know? I still don't really understand the question. No two countries have the same flag, man. Well, so... I couldn't resist. Alyssa, I would have given my eye teeth to see you pull that off. I can, you know, just see it creeping. It's mine now, biatch. See you later. You're killing me. That's too funny. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to try to put my headphones set down. Y'all hear that? Sorry about that if that was in your ears a little bit. It sounds like there's a dog fight going on down the road, and sometimes if I just whistle a little bit, it'll stop them from fighting. I don't know what I saying is same flag. It Poland and Indonesia, Monaco, Singapore, Greenland. No, I guarantee you they're not all the same flag. I guarantee you 100% all them countries do not have the same flag. In fact, Mallory, I will bet you anything there's no two countries in the world with the same flag. Would you agree with that, Alicia? Would you believe that there's two countries in the world with the same identical flag? Yeah, hit pedal to the metal. Yeah, I'll bet you ticked them off a little bit. It cannot be the same flag, Mallory. There's no possible way Indonesia and Monaco have the same flag. There's called things like patent rights or registration rights or something like that. There has to be. I mean, you know, it would be a, well, Mallory left, I think. Oh, these kids today. They tickle me, Alicia. They tickle me. Do you know the... No, I'm afraid I don't, man. I have never heard of it, my friend. I mean, not only do I not know it, that I can pretty certainly tell you it's never been put inside the memory banks, my friend. I have no idea what that is. I feel like I'm fairly well educated too there, Mallory. But it's a big world, man. Hey, do you... Sunda Empire. I don't know what that means, Mallory. I have no idea what Sunda means. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. Sunda. Usually I can figure these things out, but I have no idea what Sunda means. Do I agree with empires? Like, you know, the United States being an empire? Not really. I really don't. I don't think any country should try to police the world. I don't think it's a good idea, but, you know, I'm probably against what most people would think is a good idea these days. I kind of think every country should be sovereign and on their own and, you know, handle their own responsibilities. I don't think that we should be intermingling so much the way we are now. You know, I don't mean that people shouldn't be able to go from country to country. I just mean that what goes on in the United States really isn't a concern to Greece, and what goes on in Greece isn't really a concern to Israel, and what's going on in Israel isn't really a concern to Libya. You know, I mean, well, okay, if I'll be right back. Will you still be there? I'm going to be here for a little while, Alicia. As long as I don't get bored, you know, and sit here alone, then I'm probably going to shut down because I'm just here. I'm not going to do any more fields today. It's going to take me too long to do the field. This is my big field, see? That field's going to take me way over an hour. What do you mean by Sunda? Mallory. Yeah, I'm not familiar with a 2021 Sunda Empire, but I do not believe that any country in the world should try to control the entire world, because every culture is unique and very important for the stability of the world to work properly. You know, you may not like the ideas of other countries, like, you know, in America, we don't like the idea of eating dogs. But in India, they don't like the idea of eating cows. You know, I mean, you know, every country has its own culture, and it's important for these cultures to exist. I mean, they have the rights, you know, to be their own people. And just because you may not agree with them doesn't mean that, you know, your country is necessarily the best thing in the world. You know, some countries have slaves. It's not any of America's business or England's business or any other country's business if another country says it's okay for them to have slaves. As terrible as that sounds, it's that country's prerogative to do what they want to do. It's their country, it's their land, it's their people. So in that sense, I'm kind of liberal on that. Not like a leftist liberal. I just think that, you know, people have the right to live, and people have the right to rule their own countries their own way. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, someone like Idi Amin shouldn't be stopped when they start genociding their own people. I don't know if you know what genocide means. When they start killing mass populations of their people, like Pol Pot or Idi Amin was doing, or even like Mao was doing, you know, I would disagree with that. You know, but again, you know, all right, here's an example, Mallory. Let's say a country starts a civil war inside of its own borders, and there's a struggle on who's gonna, you know, who's gonna succeed and become the power in that country. This is normal and it happens all the time. But let's say one side, you know, controls the food and starts starving the other side. And, you know, you go in and you say, well, this isn't humanly correct, and you shouldn't be starving these people, and we're going to drop food for them. Well, the problem therein lies that you just started war with that other side. If you had just allowed it to go on, it would have stopped shortly. And now you're just prolonging the war. It will probably cause more deaths than what would have happened in the first place. See what I'm saying? So even though, you know, statistically it sounds correct to stop something like that, it could actually make things worse, not better. I don't know where you're from, Mallory, but obviously, what American to do dogfight? Oh, That is frowned upon in the United States of America, believe it or not. It happens, you know what I mean? I'm sure that dog fights happen. You know, I'm sure people, you know, pit two dogs together to fight or two chickens together to fight. It happens. It's frowned upon in America. But there's other countries, I believe that Indonesia or India, you know, I'm not really positive in giving you correct information on what country that would be more acceptable in. But I would imagine somewhere around that area of the world, that would be a more acceptable thing, and it's really none of our business. I don't think like most Americans in that way, and I don't think like the social justice warriors in that way either, because they kind of got like bleeding heart syndrome and think that they should control everybody in the world, and if, you know, you don't like their opinion, then you're an idiot. You know, and I don't really think that way. And I don't think like the Republicans in their way either, you know, where, you know, we need to police you so all your people have the same freedoms that we have in America. You know, because that's not really accurate either. Yeah, unless it's flat out war crimes. Exactly. You know, like giving off $183 billion worth of your military equipment to your enemy. That might be a war crime. That might be a war crime. Look, Mallory, I don't necessarily agree with empires. Rome was an empire, and we saw how that worked out. It didn't work out so well. You know, empires like what the United States is doing or England did, you know, prior to the United States, isn't necessarily the best thing in the world. You know, it really probably is not, and just history proves it's probably not. But every republic tends to try to become an empire. I don't know why that is. Kind of like every socialist country in the world kind of fails with starvation, starving the people out. You know, like a lot of people will die from starvation for one reason or another. It's really bizarre, you know, because it really shouldn't happen that way, but it seems to play that way over and over and over without any differentiation on that. I mean, that's just the way it plays out. And every republic at, you know, some cross point, you know, at their death throes to the end of their society, for some reason, always goes to being an empire. I can't quite figure out why, but it always seems to play out the same way. In Indonesia, dog, scary Indonesia, that how dog been good dog, scary kid in Indonesia. Well, kids in the United States are scared of dogs they don't know too. I mean, you know, I mean, that's not unusual. Mallory, if you're looking for a utopia in the world or a perfect place, you ain't never gonna find it, man. It just doesn't exist. Every country has their problems, they're good and they're bad. Every country. You know, just very rare occasions that things go to such extremes that maybe the world should step in and, you know, try to stop it. And like I said, you know, Idi Amin would be a case where maybe the world should step in and try to stop it, or Pol Pot, or even Mao, you know, or Stalin, you know, because Mao killed like what? 50, 60, 70 million people? I mean, probably, you know, somebody should step in and stop that. You know, or, you know, Stalin, I think, was responsible for something like 20 to 30 million deaths. Socialism, for some reason, always leads to starvation. Can't explain why. Don't understand it. Republics always lead to empires. Don't understand why, but it always is. Don't get it. Alright, Indonesia's a nice place. Are you Muslim? I mean, your country is what, 96, 97% Muslim? No, you would be rare in your country. I mean, I'm not against it. You know, like I said, everybody has to have their own way to live. You know, it's how they want to live their lives and what they want to do with it. As long as they're not hurting anybody else, is really nobody's business. Hey, Alicia, you can help me here with these answers, you know. I would say at the minimal, you're as smart as I am, if not smarter. If not smarter. Don't leave me hanging, Alicia. Don't leave me hanging. Oh. I don't Muslim. I am this. I don't. Oh, you really? You don't know what you call that? Christian. Well, I mean, unless you're Catholic, then it would be Catholicism. But yeah, Christian they call that. That would be extremely rare in Indonesia. I mean, wow. That would be shockingly rare in Indonesia. Shockingly scary, too. I mean, dangerous. Wow. Well, being Christian, Mallory, you must be able to comprehend at least what I think about how countries should be able to run their own business without other people really, you know, being involved so much. Because that is pretty much a Christian concept. Are you still there, Alicia? We might have lost Alicia. Poor girl probably lost her internet, probably went down. She usually says bye when she takes off. But I just one city, Indonesia. Oh, one city is Christian. Okay, I gotcha. Still, that's got to be a scary situation. I mean, most Christians in America aren't really Christian, Mallory. They think that they're Christian, but they're not. You know, like, they don't know, never heard of Moses or Noah or David or Daniel or Isaiah or Jacob or Abraham, and they think they're Christian. You know, and it would be really difficult to have a belief in something you know nothing about. It would be hard for me to comprehend that. Or I shouldn't use the word, it's a big word. It would be hard for me to understand that. Yeah, I understand most of Indonesia, the major majority percentage of Indonesia is Muslim. I didn't know that there was Buddhist and Hindu there. I mean, I figured there had to be some degree of it, but I know most of Indonesia is Muslim. I mean, if you were going to put a stamp on it, what is Indonesia? The stamp would be a Muslim symbol. And like I said, Mallory, doesn't bother me. I don't care. You know, they have the right to be whatever they want to be. It's their country. Really? Darn, that was fast. That was at 15 times, man. I guess I may as well get a start on it. I'm still here. '25th year in Indonesia's city Jakarta. It on water and... Nah, it ain't gonna happen, bro. Don't listen to these people. They're nuts. The reason I can tell you that is I'm 55 years old. When I was 15 years old, they already told me all these places were going to be underwater, and they don't look any different now than they did then. They're just messing with your head, man. They're full of crap. Yeah, 'cause they're full of crap. That's why. Just 'cause somebody says something doesn't mean that it's necessarily true. Let me give you some advice. Don't let your school system interfere with your education. Just 'cause somebody says something, even if it's a teacher, doesn't mean that it's right. I got married in 1995, my friend. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I don't think so, man. I think by the year 2100, there won't be any more of the world like it is now. But you never know. It's only 80 years away. It's possible people won't kill each other with nuclear weapons by then, but I kind of doubt it, my friend. I can't see these Walmarts and Kmarts and Home Depots and McDonald's continuing on for another 80 years. People are just... It just doesn't seem logical to me that this could continue on this way for much longer. It could. I mean, don't get me wrong. It just... I don't know, man. I'm kind of skeptical on that. Technically, Mallory, people are not getting smarter right now across the world. They're actually getting dumber. The IQ levels are going down and not going up. Why American go to Indonesia, love city, Indonesia? I don't know, my friend. I imagine America's a big country. I mean, we don't have the population, you know, that a lot of countries have. We only have, what, 330 million people. But still, I mean, that's a lot of people, man. I can't answer why all them people do things that they do, man. I don't know. Why do a lot of people around the world like coming to America? I don't know. Just as sure as why I don't know why a lot of Americans like going to different places. Like, a lot of people like going to Paris, but I always kind of see Paris as like New York City. Dirty, nasty, filthy, filled with miserable people. Why do I want to go there? I mean, the place is filthy dirty, the streets are filthy dirty, and the people are nasty and rude. Why would I want to go there? Same as New York City, man. Streets are dirty, people are nasty and rude. Why would I want to go there? I cannot believe Alicia left without saying goodbye. That is really odd. She always says goodbye. I hope she didn't get mad at me. Why Obama president in Indonesia? He's dad. I don't think Obama was president of Indonesia. I think he was president of the United States of America. And he's not dead. He just had a party the other day, him and his wife. A bunch of people went. It was kind of a big deal. Not for me personally. I mean, I didn't go. You're going to have to rephrase it then, because I don't understand the question. No, they say his dad is from Kenya. It's on the western side of Africa, northwest side of Africa. You know, a little south of Egypt. And I think they pretty much say that because his dad was born in Kenya. Obama claims to have been born in Hawaii. I think that would be true that he was born in Hawaii. I don't know. You know, I mean, I was not there when a man was born. Some people say he wasn't. Some people say he was. I don't know. It's not any of my business, I guess. I would assume that he had to be born in Hawaii, considering he was an American president. But his mother's American. I think if I remember correctly, I think he was raised by his grandparents in Hawaii. I don't think he was raised by his mother or his father. I think he was raised by his grandparents. Don't quote me on that, because I mean, I'm not 100% sure. Why Obama have a house in Indonesia and he move into America, move house? I don't think Obama lived in Indonesia as an adult. I think if I remember that story correctly, he was a teenager. And for some reason or another, he went to school in Indonesia. I think his parents were. I think his dad or his mom or something was in Indonesia at the time, and he did some school there as a young teenager. And like I said, you know, I don't really pay a lot of attention to these people, so I'm just trying to recall off the top of my head what these stories were. I don't know if they're fact or fiction. I don't know. If you're trying to get to the point on whether or not you think he was a good president, time will tell. You know, it takes about 20, 30 years after a president gets out of office to really see if they were good or bad. I think he did the best that I mean, don't get me wrong, you know. I'm not a Democrat, you know, but I think the man did the best job that he could do. Whether he did right or wrong, you know, I think he tried his best. Why America don't help Indonesia, USR help Indonesia? How? I just told you I'm not a big fan of America being a world police, man. I'm really not. If the people don't like what's going on in Indonesia, then the people need to rise up and do something about it. I mean, you know, when you got millions of people, hundreds of millions of people, if they all rise up, there's nothing the government can do but collapse. You know, you got to take control of your own destiny. You know, now that's just the nature of how things work. It's not another tribe's responsibility that's all the way on the other side of the world to take care of another tribe that's all the way on the other side of the world. You know, that's ridiculousness. America has a lot of problems, bro. Maybe we should work on our own problems for a little while. Our Afghanistan gone. Oh. I think that if I gave my honest point of view on that situation right now, look, if everything they say on the news is true, if everything that they're showing on the news is true, then this president in the United States of America should be looked at for treason. High treason. But I don't know how much of all of this is true and how much of all of this is false. But if he gave away $83 billion worth of equipment to any country in the world that belonged to us, not just the Taliban, any country in the world, that is treason, man. And if you abandon your citizens in a country, that is treason, man. Now, do I feel bad for the Afghanistani people? Well, not really, man. They had 20 years to, kind of try to build their own country and stuff. If they failed in that, that's not really America's fault. What would be America's fault is staying there in the first place. Do you understand? I'm not a guy that believes in empire. I don't think America should be going around trying to fix other countries, man. We have enough of our own problems. I told you I'm not into the idea of empire. I'm really not. It never works out good, man. Republics work good until they become an empire. Then it doesn't work so good anymore. Like I told you, every culture has their own thing. Afghanistan is a real touchy situation right now. How the Taliban plays this is going to be completely up to them. What they do, the ball is in their court. Let's see what they do. Why should America fix Indonesia? What's wrong with Indonesia? So they don't have enough food and water. Why is that America's fault? Or why is that America's problem? Why don't the people fix that themselves? They don't have land to grow food? Of course they have land to grow food. Grow food, man. Grow them on the rooftops. You don't need anybody's permission to put a seed in the ground. If you're worried about people eating enough, start growing some tomatoes yourself, man. If you grow a tomato yourself, then it's one less tomato out of the supermarket and somebody else has a tomato to buy. Right? I mean, you can fix these problems yourself. Don't depend on somebody else to fix your problems, man. It's never a good idea. You're not a welfare situation. Indonesia's got a great population of great people with great minds. They don't need America. They only need themselves. If they put their minds to it, they can do whatever they want to do. They're not a country of retards, bro. They're intelligent people. You may not believe this, Mallory, but there's hunger in America. There's always going to be hungry people, Mallory. Even in America, there's hungry people. It's just the way it is, man. There's always going to be poverty. It's something that cannot be fixed. Poverty is just, it's just a real thing, man. It's a real thing. I mean, look at America. and you know, a rich country, and China a rich country, and Germany a rich country, and England a rich country, and people are starving, man. There are people in them countries right now going to bed hungry. It's just reality, man. Some things, Mallory, can't be fixed. And if you're looking to solve the poverty problem in the world, you're just persisting in something that can't be done. There's always going to be poverty. Well, the Mongol Empire, I mean, come on. They started out as a little tribe that wiped out China. What the Mongols did in China and across the Middle East all the way to Egypt is nothing short of a miracle. I mean, what they accomplished, even though under the grandson it kind of all collapsed, you know, was nothing short of a miracle, man. Things like that happen. I mean, Alexander the Great did, you know, the same thing, but even quicker. I mean, he did it in a few short years. You know, he took everything to all the way to India in a few short years, all the way from friggin' Greece, man. That's insanity. You know, but these things happen. But in each one of them cases, you're kind of talking more about a monarchy, even though neither one of them technically were a king in a way that you would think of, you know, a king of England or, you know, queen of England, whatever. But how? When more Mongol troops surrender. Alright, I'm not familiar with Majafet. I probably know the word. We probably just say it differently in English than what you're using. The Mongolians just collapsed underneath the grandson. I can remember Genghis Khan's name. I can't remember what the grandson's name was off the top of my head, because it's been a while since I was in them studies. But it just kind of collapsed when the grandson died. You know, it kind of just all fell apart. There was no real, you know, like success in taking out the Mongols. That never really happened. To this day, there's still Mongolians in Egypt. To this very day, there's still Mongolians in Egypt. It wasn't that any country wiped out the Mongolians and forced them back. It was that the grandson died, and there was no real succession from that. The Mongols kind of collapsed in a funny way. You know, it's even different from the way Alexander the Great collapsed, because Alexander the Great, when he died, probably from poisoning, but when he died, you know, it was 4 generals that took over and split it up in 4 different ways, and then weren't happy and were fighting with each other. It was really stupid. But the Mongolians just, like, collapsed. You know, it just, like, it almost like it exploded. Why did Genghis Khan's son war He died. There was no real... Listen, the Mongolians never really lost a war, man. The grandson died. That's the way that I understand it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not Einstein. I can be wrong here. But if I remember my history correct, I don't think the Mongolians were ever truly defeated by anybody. I think that the grandson died, and when he died, that was it. It just, for some reason, just fell apart, and I don't really recall why. As far as I can remember, it's basically just because the grandson died, it all just kind of like the army retreated, but they never really retreated. They just kind of stayed where they were. So there's Mongolians all the way across the country, all the way across the Middle East. There's Mongolians in Afghanistan, there's Mongolians in Iran, there's Mongolians in Egypt and in Iraq and in Israel. There's Mongolians all the way across the Middle East. When I said that there's still Mongolians in Egypt, I mean all the way across from Mongolia through China and all the way into Egypt, Pakistan, India. I mean, they're all over the place, man. Do you know Malaton? Not off the top of my head, my friend, but if you bring up the year and what the situation was, I probably know a little something. Probably very limited, man. Only 14. I'm not selling for 14, that's for sure. Why in British, I don't know, Indonesia flag birth is saying that Poland and not Indonesia flag? Why? I don't know. I don't think flags are that important, bro. I think the people are important, not the flag. The flag is just a symbol of the people that are there. You know country ball? Nope. Do you mean Bali? Okay, man, I'll check it out later. It doesn't bother me, bro. I don't mind chatting. How old are you? I have to be careful. The way I'm talking to you right now is very careful because I don't know how old you are. I could be more frank if I knew your general age, man. Frank means more honest. I'm 12. Bananas don't eat people. I figured you was 12. I don't know why, but that's exactly what I figured. You was 12. I'm pretty good with that age guessing thing, man. Look, if you was 20 years old, 18 years old, I could probably be a little more straightforward with you on some of these issues. You know, but at 12 years old, I'm not really sure how much of these world problems you should be worried about except the general gist of how things work. Just means like idea. The general idea of how things actually work. And I can tell you from the right here, do you know the HU? Nope. No idea, man. If I put up HU on YouTube, bro, it's not going to go to anything. It's going to give me a million examples of yeah. It's not going to know what I'm asking for. In algorithms, Mallory, if you're in a country and that comes up a lot in your country, then the algorithm will go to it. But if you're in a place where nobody looks at that, you know, like a song, for instance, where it might be popular in your country, but in America no one's ever heard of it, and I type it in, it won't necessarily take me there. And writing something like just 2 letters, HU, I might go through 50 pages before I find what it is you're actually talking about. Kids go missing all over the world, bro. Look, these aren't the real questions you should be asking. Maybe you should be asking, why in America do we question, whether or not a boy is a boy and a girl is a girl? These are legitimate questions, and I don't have an answer for that. It's weird to me, just like it's weird to everybody else in the world. It bothers me. These are legitimate questions. The other questions, these things happen all over the world. People get shot all over the world. People get stabbed all over the world. People get robbed all over the world. And kids go missing all over the world. These things just happen, man. There's weirdos everywhere in the world, my friend. There's no country in this world that doesn't have weirdos in it. If you think that no children go missing in Indonesia, you're sadly mistaken, my friends. Somebody is lying to you. Oh, you got me, man. I have no idea. You are aware that, like, very few children go missing in America that more than a couple hours, right? Alright, man. God bless, Mallory. I'm ready to end this stream anyhow. I'll see you next time, my friend. Take care, buddy, and God bless. God bless everyone that watched the stream. I appreciate all of yous. I'll catch you next time. Like, share, and subscribe. Help a brother out. I'm struggling here. I stole that from SC Reviews, man. You need to give that guy a look. He's got a good show. God bless everyone.